One, now, today's topic is about courage. I can't think of anything more important than courage to go through life. You know, the journey of life is a tough one. It's not for the faint of heart. And you know, from my clients, I learned all the horrors of human existence. So today we want to see, you know, how we can handle our fear or anxiety. Okay? One out of every 20 have generalized anxiety. That means they are afraid of everything. There are people who suffer from social anxiety. There are people who suffer from specific phobia. So there are all kinds of anxiety. Now, for people who are suffering from generalized anxiety, the world is a dangerous place, right? Often we see the world not as it really is, but as our own projection. If you're an anxious person, you'll project everything you see as dangerous, right? So if you're a depressed person, you'll see everything as bad. Nothing's good, right? So often we don't see reality. If we can see reality as it really is, then our problem will be less. Okay? So, but today's main concern is that what do we do about fear? What function does it serve? How do we handle our anxiety? You know what? A recent research showed that preteens, from 10 and 11 preteens, about 16 to 18% of preteens think about suicide. Now that's shocking, right? That's very shocking. Children are worried about life, are worried about the meaning of life. They think about killing themselves because what a point. And so if I have an opportunity, I want to have a mental health class for school. So courage is one of the topics I want to cover. Our kids are scared of death and dying. Now, one way to look at fear is that fear is nature's way to protect us. Fear is like pain, right? It protects us. Your limbic system, that's called amygdala, which is the watching for us all the time, and pick up any signs of danger, okay, in the midbrain. Midbrain pick up messages from the brainstem, from what we see, or perception. So when the amygdala is oversensitive, then we see everything is dangerous. And then we got scared all the time, okay? So amygdala will trigger fight or flight. That's an automatic response, okay? Here's the thing, okay? If the amygdala pick up some danger signals, if we go through the brain, then we'll be able to have a balanced response, not a dead response. If it doesn't go through the brain, the automatic response, we can get into fight, flight, or freeze. Sometimes it's difficult to control emotion, control our reaction. It takes training to be able to consult our brain. Okay, it's not easy. Okay? The first response is freeze. Just slight moment freeze. Then the animal or human being will decide whether to escape or to fight for its survival. Okay? That kind tiny little time of freezing, that what I call 1 second difference. That moment freezing allow you to console your brain. It buys time to calm down, take a deep breath, and console your brain. So that's our salvation, that the freeze. So fight or flight, that's instinctive, but it can develop into a lifestyle. Some people are aggressive, right? Fight their way to the top, right? There are other people who, when play safe, they try to retreat. Whenever they sense danger, they retreat. Okay? It can develop into a lifestyle. Ironically, playing safe actually make it unsafe. The soldiers that are most likely to get killed are the soldiers who are afraid. Okay? The brave ones tend to survive. Okay? So playing safe sometimes, this fear-oriented attitude often backfires. Okay? And also, many people who suffer from emotional disorder because they are afraid of pain, they are afraid of danger, and they worry too much. So all kinds of emotional disorder originally from fear of pain, fear of suffering. Okay, so that's why playing safe sometimes make your life unsafe. Okay? So the basic instinct of freeze, fight, or flight can divide into 3 modes of life. The freeze part can develop into indecision. Wait and see. Okay? They are afraid of making a decision, say, the everything of tomorrow, wait until tomorrow, or I'll think about it. They could never make up their mind. Okay? The other part about aggression means life expansion. Okay? So keep on pushing your life envelope, pushing your boundary to expand your territory. This is good and bad. Okay? The other part is withdraw from involvement. So life shrink or expand in proportion to one's courage and also in proportion to one's fear. Right? So life is a balance. There's time to expand, there's time to extract. For example, when you hear the news that you're dying 3 years or 2 years, or you're dying 3 months, and then you have to scale back on your expectations. Your horizon shrink. Okay? But when you get older, you also need to narrow down your perspective.